Hello, entrepreneur. There is so much discipline required to be an entrepreneur. It's easy to talk about something. It's exciting to talk about owning your own business. It is challenging to own your own business. So, when I talk about money management, I'm talking about money management from a standpoint of thinking about and preparing for people far beyond just yourself. Think about it. It's hard enough as an individual to be disciplined. And I bring this up because we're at that holiday season. I'm speaking to myself too. During the holiday season, we want to buy, we want to do, we want to share, we want to give. It's all around. It's a whole spirit. And there's already a spirit around money. Let's just be honest. In other words, during the time where money is coming in and everybody's giving, you want to get in the flow. But if that's not where your business is, and if that's not where your finances are personally, you have to be disciplined to step back and to not do and participate in a time where you really want to. I mean, after all, you worked hard all year, and what is a little bit of splurging? What is a little bit of doing for yourself? Nothing at all as long as you plan for it. And one of the hardest things to do is to plan. When people are all around you and everybody's doing something different, there is a feeling that we have that we don't want to be left out. You know, they call it the FOMO, fear of missing out. And while we all try to say social media doesn't matter, that's not true. That's why we look at it. We're always moved by it. Sometimes we get great ideas from social media, and other times social media can make you doubt and make you not even feel confident in where you are. Being disciplined enough to do what you need to do despite everything going around you is hard. Now, if you are an entrepreneur, you're trying to do that on two levels. You're doing it personally and you're doing it for the business. Imagine that business growing and now you are the CEO. Have you ever wondered why people in charge do not stop working much? Why they rarely take off? Why they're always thinking about their business? Because what they understand is that now that they are in charge, if they mess up, they are not just taking themselves down, but they have people that they employ who now have to find a different livelihood. So there's a lot of pressure to keep things going, pressure to keep operating at the same level so that you can always keep paying at the same level. It's a lot. And too often we do not think about the costs. We don't think about the consequences of our choices until they have been made. One thing about choices that you make, especially financial choices, entrepreneurs, is that those choices go on and linger and they connect. As an accountant, as a bookkeeper, one of the things, although we close the books every month, if there's a problem in one month, that problem can linger and move into the next month and the next month and the next. That's why we're very careful about everything we do and how we account for everything, where we're categorizing those expenses, whether it's an expenses or whether it's a liability, which means a difference in what statement it goes on. That means nothing to you, but it would mean everything to your business. So it's important. And that's why financial discipline and money management is important. If you're an entrepreneur and you're thinking about starting a business, start with being more practical and start with yourself. See how well you can be with yourself as far as discipline. Every time I talk to people and I talk about bookkeeping, the first thing they do is to tell me they know where their money is spent. And then it's my job to show them that they really do not know. You'd be surprised. Most of you've never reconciled your bank statement, so you have no clue. You think you spent this amount here. You think it went there, but if you could look at it in black and white, it would make a huge difference as to how you distribute your money. That's one of the psychological things that for weight loss. Whenever Weight Watchers wanted to help people lose weight, one of the things they told them to do was to track the amount of food that went in their mouth. If you've got to take time to write it down, you're going to think about it before you put it in your mouth. Well, as a bookkeeper, I am your Weight Watchers when it comes to money, and we're doing the same thing. Because if you have to think about where you spend that money and you have to look at it and review it once a month, you might be surprised at some of the choices that you'd go back and change. We're going to talk about discipline in the month of December. We're going to talk about financial discipline, and we're going to talk about discipline as far as making plans for your business, whether it be sticking to your plans, understanding your plans versus just jumping in. I have so many entrepreneurs that never want to wait or never want to plan, and then they wonder why they keep having the same failed results. It's about your discipline. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee, saying, hey, let's do business better and let's start with some better financial discipline. Bye-bye.